Hey everyone, welcome to Chapter 19, where we go into the land that was once hidden.
And technically still is to everyone but us. But anyway, back to the guild first.
That lovely Wigglytuff.
It's not the first time I think we've seen it at night, actually. The outside of the guild. Oh no, I guess we saw it. We saw it at least in
No, we saw it when
sunset.
Team Skull was outside.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, back then
Anyway,
too.
will be tough. Chatot will survive.
Chatot will survive.
He
I
will
love it.
survive. And whenever I think of that song, though, I always think of Harold, and I think of the Principal Wart singing a rendition of that song. That's always what I think of. But anyway, he's telling the story of how Chatot defended him.
See, that was just a sepia tone version of what we already saw.
And pretty much, there's not much more to the story except what happens after. Basically, we already know what happened during the actual confrontation, but afterwards, Lapras. That's when Wigglytuff met Lapras, because Lapras helped save Chatot, and now we will actually
How did Lapras save Chatot?
it allowed Wigglytuff to get out of the cave faster, you know what I mean? It ferried him back to the guild.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, Lapras has the task of not, of kind of staying hidden and waiting for someone who had the proof that our relic fragment. And Wigglytuff, or Lapras decided to help out Chatot, but Wigglytuff promised not to talk about these symbols and anything about the hidden land.
Okay.
But of course, we had to at this point.
What was your reply? And that switches back. There you go.
I do kind of like the fact they switch back between the two, and I also like the artwork for riding on Lapras.
Yeah.
Hidden land. It's Temporal Tower. Yes, we know that.
Yep, we know that also.
So here's why they're explaining why the relic fragment just happened to be with us. It actually chose PTM
Yay.
because, yeah, it's in a gap in time.
Because I'm awesome. That's why it chose me.
Well, more so because of this, because of actually saving it. But yeah, he left a key, and the key happens to. It's kind of like one of those things where I think it's alive, like you know how the thing chooses its master or something. You know.
The one chooses the wizard, Harry.
Yeah.
That's sort of
yeah.
thing.
See, that's where he said that he head out to Brine Cave, but then, he met with... See, I don't know if that's Brine Cave, or if it's not Brine Cave, or... I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is he met with Lapras and was at Brine Cave before we were.
Yeah, I have doubts about that being Brine Cave, because Wigglytuff would have to have faced up against Kabutops and the two Almost Stars.
He could have snuck
Probably.
past them. And even if he did, though, he wouldn't have had trouble against them.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's up to us, Mega. You ready for this?
The one thing that's sad is if you actually watch, there's like a anime version, and it starts like pretty much at this point, but they actually show the guild being stopped in time and just saying it's up to them and preparing for the end while we are going to the hidden land. So that's, pretty sad. But anyway, in-game, we're still traveling to the hidden land.
I think we're almost there. Yeah, we're almost there.
See? It's coming into view.
There, gaze yonder. It's Newfoundland.
It's Newfoundland. No, it's different colored waves.
Wait, I don't understand what... I never really understood what they were
this
talking
music.
about.
They're saying... Well, the music's... The waves are slightly... They're twisted and stuff. But anyway, the scene's pretty awesome. Though I wish they would have had the top screen being used. They could have had Lapras' head.
And showing our shocked faces like, we're flying.
Yes, we are flying. And this music is really awesome.
Oh, but then Grobot says, oh, the cliche. Cliche is coming up. We're crossing the Sea of Time.
Yeah, it's the Sea of Time.
Oh.
And there's the hidden land. Now, I'm going to point out, now that we're actually here, someone mentioned that the hidden land is actually where we end up in the future, which is possible, It is next to Temporal Tower, and it does look like the Hidden Land. The area in the future, the Hidden Land's pretty much the same shape. The only thing, though, is, again, they point out that we've been there before.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought that was the same area, but it's quite possible that we just traveled to the mainland. So it's this probably is where the future actually takes place. But I'm not. Yeah. It's a little more vague than just this is where the future takes place. I feel either way.
The weird thing is because we are told by Dusknoir in the future that the ability we tell him that we've been able to. We tell Grovyle we've been able to use that dimensional scream ability in the past, pretty much anywhere. Yeah. Whereas in the future, you could only use it in locations relating to the time gears. Yeah. So with that in mind, you can make up all kinds of theories. Like it could be Hidden Land where we were, or it could have been like a form of the past, where we were in the like Tree Shroud Forest. Could have been like Fogbound, where Fogbound Lake was, or different things like that.
Yeah.
Come up with something. But here we are.
And we actually have to go find the Rainbow Stoneship, but yeah, if we want to leave, we can get on Lapras and go back to Treasure Town, and Lapras will be right on the beach, so you don't have to go back through Brine Cave. I think some source said, oh, you have to go back through Brine Cave, but no, I tested it. You just go back to the beach, and she'll be like, you want to go to the Hidden Land? And then we will.
But I don't take advantage of that. I'm pretty confident in my ability to get through this without going back.
Yeah, the only I say like link shop or like storing that you can store here, but stuff like that. Also, the music's pretty cool here.
Yes, I really wish there would be a YouTube artist that would remix some of the Mystery Dungeon tracks, if there isn't one already.
Oh, I'm sure there are some. They're really, honestly, the Mystery Dungeon music is really great.
Yeah.
Though the darkness and time, I've been actually playing through a little bit of Blue Rescue Team, and the music's good.
Love Blue Rescue Team,
but it's not that game is not nearly as good as this game. I mean, it's an example of usually sequels I feel can be better than prequels or the first game, and these games are definitely better than the first iteration.
I love Blue Rescue Team's story though. I think if they had done Blue Rescue Team's story...
I like this story, though. This story's got time.
Yeah, but that's... I don't know. I like Blue Rescue Team.
I mean, I haven't really fully experienced that story, but I really love this story, so I don't know. Anyway, we are now going to go... And as you can assume, we will have Grovyle in this dungeon. Same level as he was last time.
We can assume this?
Yes. Well, Grovyle's with us. Well, he's just going to sit there and... not come.
He's gonna be like, "Look, you guys can handle this. It's aight."
Okay, Hidden Land. The Hidden Land is 24 floors, I believe, or it might be 23, not counting the final one. There are rest stops, so there is a halfway point. There are traps. There is no main type. There is no recruiting allowed. And furthermore, if you were to return to the Hidden Land later, you have to have your partner, you as the lead character and your partner in your party. You can't come as anyone but you two. You can't come as other Pokemon, which is, that's just how it works. So there is also, the Pokemon you can find here are Dragonite, Manectric, Tropius, Rapidos, Bastiodon, Perugly, Garchomp, Abomasnow, Magmortar, and yeah. And you also, the weather can often become hail or it can become sunny, which is definitely good for us because being sunny will power up Chimchar's fire moves, so that's really awesome. Yeah.
So yes. These actually, Hidden Land and the Temporal Tower definitely give me some fits as far as battling.
Oh, well,
yeah, they give lots of experience too, but they give me fits too. There's some Pokemon that do that.
You mean fits? I never heard of that
fits.
expression.
Okay, giving me fits just basically means they give me a hard time.
Yeah, but is that like a Floridian expression? I've never heard that before.
No.
Is that like just your I've never heard that expression before.
You've never heard that before?
No, I've heard give me trouble, give me a hard time, give me lots of love, but I've never heard give me fits. That's weird.
I don't know. If any of you commenters or watchers can tell me where I got that from, because I heard it somewhere.
I think you made it up.
I don't know if I made it up. I honestly don't know. Rampardos, man.
But you do get a lot of, like, kind of threatening Pokemon. I mean, look, we have Rampardos, we have Dragonite, we have Garchomp, a lot of, like, kind of threatening-looking Pokemons.
Yeah. Tropius is deceptive, because Tropius can get hit like that. You saw Fire Spin. Kill.
Yeah. Well, and again, Sunny Day really helps here. This dungeon, it can be tricky, but it's not too hard, especially because, at least because I was Chimchar, Sunny Day definitely came in a pinch, and I don't know, I didn't find this dungeon too difficult. And you have Grovall to help out too, which is good.
Oh my goodness. I really hate when I go through
lost.
passages and they... Yeah, well, I'm not lost. I know where I'm going.
Do you? Where's the exit?
That way.
That way.
The exit is that way. It's over there. I'm pointing right there.
Aw. Actually, Dragonite's kind of cute. I mean, he's cute easily, but he's definitely cute here.
Definitely in Pokemon the first movie, Dragonite's like, aw.
Now, I feel like Dragonite should be bigger. I feel like, you know, you have... Oh, Yes, you learned it. Discharge, finally.
Discharge is an electric type move. I get rid of Slam.
Oh, you get rid of Slam? I would have got rid of Thunderbolt. Well, no,
Not Thunderbolt. No, Thunderbolt has some great use.
What I would have done is I would have de-linked Quick Attack and Tail Whip and get rid of Tail Whip is what I would have done.
Tail Whip does come in handy, though, just that defensive decrease.
Yeah, but you can't...
And then Quick Attack, you can actually attack two spaces away.
Not when it's equipped to Tail Whip. Because Tail Whip, you're using it right in front of you, and then you're just going to continue with Quick Attack. So that's why someone suggested you have to de-link Quick Attack in order to get the two spaces.
I herped.
Yeah, you herped. You herped so herpy derp.
But Discharge, what it does, it attacks every single enemy Pokemon in the room that you are currently in.
I have found it tends to miss a lot, though. But luckily, it also, for whatever reason, Pikachu tend to use PP Saver a lot on it, too. So, kind of worked out. And actually, this is the point of the game where if you haven't been using them, because I really haven't had the need to, Max Elixirs are definitely useful at this point.
Yes, and I have a ton of them, so we won't be running out of PowerPoints anytime soon.
And don't be afraid to use them, because, like I said, I mean, you don't want to obviously use all of them, but... as you've seen, most of the times you can get through the dungeon without needing them and just, barely getting by. But here, don't be afraid to have extra PP, because some of the enemies, you definitely want to have some strong attacks for them and not be, like, stuck with just Scratch or something. Well, when Scratch is attached to Fire Blast, but...
Yeah, definitely sound advice. I just noticed when I'm playing this game and a lot of other games... I almost think I've trained myself to make it more difficult for me to beat the game. Like, I tend to not use items. I tend to be super conservative with item use and, like, linked move use, like the Scratch and Fire Blast combo I had with Chimchar. I tend to not use those so much when I can probably,
Well, I tend to start off using the other moves, and then eventually I'll move to Scratch and Fire Blast. But you're not nearly as bad as, or not really bad, I guess not very bad, but, some other people I know have actually played the game. They don't even use special moves. They do entirely with attacking. So,
that'd be interesting.
It's definitely an interesting way of play. It's not something that I do. Because I don't know. I like things being difficult, and I definitely spices things up, but at the same time, if it's so difficult that you can't, I don't know. If it's so difficult that you can't get through it easily, I feel like sometimes that might be actually really frustrating and not as fun. That is a really waste of Discharge.
Yeah, the Pikachu, I mean me, whatever, it's not me, it's Pikachu.
And then,
it's Pikachu.
And then if it's not hard, well, it's no different than the regular run, except for you're using, it doesn't make a difference, you know what I mean? It's just, you're not using special moves. Anyway... Yeah, so this is the longest dungeon we've had so far. I think the next, which we already know what it is, but Temporal Tower I think is longer.
It's a little bit longer. Just a tad.
Oh, I love this music. It's so calm and relaxing, and it really fits.
Yeah, it's so calm and relaxing, and then all of a sudden,
giant blizzards.
Giant Pokemon.
Yeah, that's the type. They said there's no type. Technically, the type is, I guess, Dragon would be more so the type. Okay, let's see. Dragonite to Dragon. Maybe not.
Wow, really?
Well, Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, Rampardos is rock. Garchomp is a dragon, I believe. I guess there isn't. There's only 2 dragons. Yeah, Garchomp is a dragon. Ground.
Oh, discharge at work.
Discharge is really useful. Tropius is grass flying. It is odd. You find
that was a very...
I don't know what it is actually in Sky, because you find Manectric here, but in Sky there's the Manectric, you know, that you find them in Ant Plains instead. So I'm not sure if it doesn't seem like they changed, but if anyone knows, I'm not sure if you don't actually find them here in Sky. There's no on Bulbapedia, there's no indication that it changes, but you would think it would, maybe, possibly.
Oh, I will just let you know, clue you in on something. I had a failed recording of this dungeon because I actually ran into a, what was it called? Monster house. I ran into a monster house.
And you couldn't, what, you couldn't kill them all?
No, you know why?
Why?
Because inside of the floor of the dungeon I appeared in, Pikachu can use discharge and completely wreck everyone. But Manectric was in there.
And it absorbs the electricity.
Manectric has lightning rod,
yeah,
which absorbs every electrical attack no matter where you are in the dungeon.
I'm glad you point
I'm
glad you point that out, because that is the one thing that was annoying with this dungeon as being Pikachu, having Pikachu, is Manectric really kind of screwed up a few times when I did this. It was like Pikachu was the only one being able to attack, but it kept using discharge, and eventually I just was like, you know, why am I doing this? I shut off all his electric moves.
Yeah, that's what I usually do in that kind of situation. But it makes it really hard because then you go to your orbs, and I don't typically use orbs, but luckily we saved enough Faux Seal and Faux Fear orbs that we can, in case of a monster house, use them.
Yeah, Faux Seal and Faux Fear are definitely great for monster houses. Also, it's odd that we find, I think those are just like the first pebbles.
Graveler Rock.
Yeah, well, no, I think it's I think it's Geo Rock.
No, those are all Graveler Rock.
Sure? I guess, okay, I guess Geo Pebble's gray.
Yeah, Geo Pebble's gray. Graveler Rock is brown, and we see them here, and we also see them in Temporal Tower.
Do we see a Golem Rock?
No. No, I don't think so. I don't know if those... I don't think those appear until much later.
Do they exist, though?
You said Golem Rock?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so. Oh, I
because the Geo Pebble as in Geodude and Graveler Rock as in Graveler.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea if those exist.
Oh, you're sleeping. Or I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
And now you're sleeping.
Ha ha. Do I kill?
You.
Yes, I kill. Remember a couple episodes ago we say, now we're gonna kill Pokemon.
Killing is fun. Killing is magic. No,
No.
What was I gonna say? I don't know. I don't even know what I was gonna say. Oh,
welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Oh, I was gonna say, because I was gonna conclude my thought on Manectric. I was gonna say, because you would think they would have changed it in Sky, because Shinx, I know that was a specific thing. There was a few Pokemon that you could now play as the main character, as in, like, you know.
Oh yeah, and a couple new ones.
Yeah.
And they took out some ones too. Like I think Munchlax was a Pokemon they took out.
I think it was Shinx specifically. I don't know about Munchlax. Because I know that's why the Manectric type was even put in, because of, you know, Shinx being a Pokemon. I think that was one of the main reasons. Possibly, I don't know. And now we're both 37, which is good.
Yay.
We're at a really good level. If you keep fighting Pokemon here, you'll probably be able to... Like, I got up to 40 by the end of it. Before the end game.
Oh, yeah, well, I probably will be at that point, because, yeah, we'll see. I probably will be at that point before the final battle. Oh, see, this stupid...
Yeah, okay, that's the Manectric are the most annoying Pokemon in this dungeon, hands down. I will say, and probably in the game thus far, personally, because I never really had any trouble with any specific Pokemon, but these are annoying if you're Pikachu. If you're not Pikachu, then it doesn't matter, but if you're electric Pokemon, they're annoying as hell.
And then Fire Spin missing doesn't help. Go Grova. Oh, yes!
Oh, that was useful.
Crush!
Yay, thank you, Grovyle.
for knowing dig.
Is sunny day at the... No, I think it would...
No, I don't think it is.
Can't tell if it always lets you know if it's sunny or not, because like here...
No, sunny day increases accuracy of fire type moves, right? Not power.
I thought it increased power, because I thought it made them stronger. I can look it up real quick.
Because I know I mistook rain dance for a power increase, and it's not the case. It just makes thunder 100% accuracy.
Well, yeah, but that's yeah, but that's not sunny day. Okay, sunny day is a non-damaging fire type move. What does it do?
I'll Dragonite with triple speed. I don't like you.
Well, sunny day is in effect. The base power of fire type moves is increased by 50%. The base power of water type moves will be decreased by 50%. And moves like Synthesis, Morning Sun, and Moonlight will... I don't even know if those exist anymore. Moonlight will recover the user's maximum HP, and Solar Beam does not require a turn to charge. It also lowers the accuracy of Thunder to 50%. That was in Generation 2 at least. And then Generation 3, it changed the Synthesis, Morning Sun, Moonlight to recover 2/3 of the user's HP. And yeah, so that's pretty much what it does.
Okay. So it does increase power.
Yeah.
Moves.
It also kind of screws up Thunder a little bit.
Stupid Perugly.
They're not that bad here. The first swipes can be annoying.
Fury Swipes is dumb. It does a lot of damage. So I need to use, yeah. Oran berries are very scarce at this
I
point
stored
in
a
the game.
bunch though, so you should have a bunch of oran berries.
Yeah.
Unless you used them all. Oh, you're confused. Wait, don't you have a heal seed?
Yeah, I figured that out, by the way.
That you have a heal.
I figured that out like 3 attacks later. That I could have just used that and then swap position with Pikachu and let Pikachu take care of business.
So let's watch PTM fail with the Perugly.
Watch this. I'm just gonna keep. I'm just not.
This is so painful to watch. Finally, you eat a heal seed.
And then I die.
And then you die. Great job.
Oh man, this reminds me of Fire Emblem.
You're not as bad at this Fire Emblem though. You're just
lucky.
like you're not. Well, this game isn't that. I don't feel it's that hard either. But you're not bad at it.
See, if anyone watched Sacred Stones, I had so many near-death experiences.
You had a death experience in Sacred Stones.
Oh no, we're not gonna talk about Artur. That
killed him, man. You murdered.
That doesn't even. That's not even a thing.
It is a thing. Manectric, I hate you. Damn,
hey, you know what's a thing? Spending 30 minutes trying to figure out how to get through the end of the game in Echo.
What? Hey, okay, have you played that game? That game is tricky.
It's tough to do without knowing what you're doing.
Yeah,
it is tough.
Until you can beat that, you can't even talk about anything to me, ever. And just to elaborate for people who are confused, Echo the Dolphin. Which I would
Not
replay
a tuna.
That whole... I should do the sequel.
I love that song.
Yeah, dude. Well, you know where that song's from? It's from the producers. Do you watch musicals at all, or are you into musicals?
No, I'm not.
You don't like music? Oh, see, in that okay,
first instance of the Luminous Orb.
So you do get to show that off. It basically shows where everything is.
And this would have been a crazy floor to go to the right on.
Yeah.
So.
But no, it's from the producers, so it's a pretty fun musical. It's got songs like "Springtime for Hitler"
and Not a Tuna.
Oh, it's the song is "We Can Do It."
Oh.
And we're only like halfway through this horrible. Well, actually more than half at this point. But we're almost done with the Hidden Land. Well, no, we're gonna be done with it soon.
See, no, it's not called that anymore. We're almost done with Newfoundland.
We're almost done with Newfoundland. We're getting there.
So Newfoundland has hail. Well, I guess that'd be kind of accurate. It's up north, but they probably don't get a lot of tropical weather.
Yeah, with the sunny day.
Yeah, sunny day. There's no sunshine in Newfoundland, only dark, gloomy days. Oh, dang it, this situation.
Do you use the heal seed this time?
This time, I learn.
You're learning. Okay, Grovyle will...
Attack, Grovyle. Sick him. That hail.
Okay, well,
Oh boy.
we're almost... I think this is the last floor we go through.
This will be
so-
the halfway point. I think.
Yeah. Well, after we get to the... After you stop getting poisoned, you get to the staircase.
Stupid poison. Abomasnow.
It's not really halfway point, though, because 16 floors is still... It's less than halfway.
Yeah. Next time, we will be going further into Newfoundland.
See you guys.
I love Canada.